Yo, what's up, baby? We back for another year, 2025 college and NFL football season. All right. Now, hey, before we get started, please like, share, subscribe to this video. All right. I'm gonna try to do the best I can to, help y'all out with this year with these picks. All right. I won't go into detail too much about each team because I have a lot of teams I got to get through. So I'll give them out to you, and then at the end I'll give you my top 3 or 4 picks that I believe in. Okay, 3 to 5 picks that I'm like, you know, it makes you jump for joy. All right. All right, first game is James Madison NCAA football. All right, first game is James Madison at Louisville. Louisville minus 14. I'm taking Louisville in that one. We got Northern Illinois plus 17 on the road against Maryland. I'm taking Northern Illinois with the 17. Give it to me. San Jose State at Texas. Texas minus 37 at home. I'm taking Texas. We have FIU at Penn State minus 41. I'm taking Penn State minus the 41. We have Troy at Clemson. Clemson minus as a 33-point favorite. I'll take Troy with the 33. Give it to me. We have OKC on the road against Oregon. Oregon is 29-point favorites. I'm taking Oregon. Give me the 20. I'll take Oregon. I'll lay the 29 points. We have University of Louisiana Monroe minus 36 plus 36 and a half against Alabama. I'm going to take Alabama minus 36 and a half. Give me that. I'll take that. We have Louisiana Tech at LSU. Whew, LSU minus 37 and a half. It's a tough one because they just came off of a tough week. So give me 37 and a half points for Louisiana Tech. All right, we have Arizona State at Mississippi State. Mississippi State are 6-point underdogs. I'm taking Mississippi State plus the 6. We have Illinois minus 3 at Duke. Give me Illinois minus 3. We have Michigan plus 5 at Oklahoma. Give me Michigan with the 5. We have USF plus 18 on the road against Florida. I'll lay the 18 points with Florida. So minus 18 on Florida. Give me that. We have Baylor plus 2 against SMU. I'll take Baylor plus the 2. Army plus 17 at Kansas State. Give me Kansas State minus 17. Utah State plus 31 against Texas A&M. I'll take Texas A&M minus 31. We have Kennesaw State minus 35. I'm sorry, plus 35 against Indiana. I'll take Indiana minus 35. All right, we have Ole Miss at Kentucky. Kentucky plus 10 at home. Give me Kentucky plus 10. Yeah, Iowa against Iowa State. 3 points differences, 3-point favorite, 3-point underdog. Give me Iowa State minus 3. We have Kent State plus 48 against Texas Tech. Give me Texas Tech minus 48. We have North Carolina at Charlotte. Give me North Carolina minus 12 and a half or 13. Right? I think they'll beat them by 3 touchdowns. Like I said, I'm just naming them off. I don't want to, because I know I don't want to make it such a long video. That's why I'm not giving any real details, But I've already done the homework. I've already done it, of what I think. And then, like I said, at the end, I'll give everyone, my top 3 to 5 picks. So, all right, we got Liberty at Jacksonville State. Take Liberty minus 6.5. We have Central Michigan at Pitt. At Pittsburgh. Taking Pittsburgh minus 22.5 or 23. All right. Virginia at North Carolina State. 2.5 point differences. 2.5 point spread here. I'm taking Virginia. Give me plus 2 with Virginia. We have UConn minus 6. UConn plus 6.5 against Syracuse. Give me Syracuse minus 6.5. All right, next one. Next up is Bowling Green at Cincinnati. You know, that Cincinnati team is pretty good. Yeah, they should. Yeah, give me Cincinnati minus 21.5. Next is Miami of Ohio at Rutgers. Now Rutgers have a tough time with these Ohio teams. You know, like they have a rough time with them. Yeah, I gotta take Miami of Ohio in this one. Give me 15.5 with Miami, Ohio, against Rutgers. I just have to go down fighting. Let's see. All right, Texas State at University of Texas San Antonio. Um, give me Texas San Antonio minus 4.5. I'll take it. All right, we got North Texas at Western Michigan. Oh man. Mm. Let's see. It's a 10 point spread between the two. I didn't like. I like how Western Michigan played last week against Michigan State. I really did. So give me the 10 with Western Michigan at home. Give me that. I'll take it. All right, Fresno State at Oregon State. Oh man, I'll go with Fresno State in this one. Give me 3 points. Fresno State plus 3. I'll take it. All right. Let's see. Kansas at Missouri. Oh man. Yeah. Until I get proven wrong, I'm going to take Missouri minus 6.5. I'll take Missouri minus 6.5. All right, now we get into one of my favorite teams outside of the U, right? I always got to watch Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs. We got Delaware at Colorado. Right now the spread is 24 points. Colorado should cover this handsomely. If that quarterback, you know, if he runs for those first downs, right, when he needs to, if he throws only when he needs to, like, this game shouldn't even be close, you know. But I'm afraid, you know, if he plays like he did last week, you know, this will make a lot of people upset. But if everybody plays what they're supposed to do, give me Colorado minus 24. You know, they should beat the brakes off Delaware. Delaware, they do not have it in the trenches, you know, and they can't run the football like Georgia Tech did. So Georgia Tech, only certain teams can run the football like that, you know, and they happen to be one of them. All right, UAB at Navy. 21-point spread here. Give me Navy minus 21. Navy has beaten UAB by 21. You know, I think the last 3 years they've beaten them by 21 points or more. And it's not. And you seen what happened with Alabama State game. You know, against the run, like UAB, they don't have it. They do not have it. All right. Middle Tennessee at Wisconsin. We got Wisconsin as 28.5 point favorites. Man, that's a tough one right there because Middle Tennessee State's, you know, it's going to be a windy day. Middle Tennessee, they like to throw the ball a lot. I think Wisconsin defense will shut them down. They're going to shut them down with prejudice. You know, they're going to shut down this Middle Tennessee offense. The question is, how fast can they score? Can they get me 35? Right? Can they get me 35? Can they get me 42? You know, hey, live by the sword, die by the sword. I'll take Wisconsin minus 28.5. Give it to me. You know, maybe it'll end up being 31-0. All right, West Virginia at Ohio. Minus 3.5 for West Virginia. I like how Ohio played last week against Rutgers. But West Virginia is not Rutgers. You know, West Virginia is West Virginia. So give me West Virginia minus 3.5 on the road at Ohio. I know. You know, that's a good. And the only reason why it's 3.5 because Ohio's at home. That's it. That's the only reason why. All right, Georgia Southern at USC. Ah man, I wish this game was at Georgia Southern. That's like an hour away. I'm like an hour away from Statesboro, Georgia. So, yeah. But 28 points. USC. The way they put up points last week, you know, it kind of gave hopes to the fans and everybody that they might be pretty good this year. But Georgia Southern, you know, they like to turn it up. You know, the coach for Georgia Southern, Clayton Helford, I think Hilton or something like that. He used to be USC's head coach, so I think he's looking for blood in this one, going there. So yeah, but he can look for blood all day. You know, at the end of the day, it'll be his blood that they spilling on that field in California. So give me USC minus 28.5. All right. Arkansas State at Arkansas. You know, yeah, this one of them games where still an SEC team. Minus 24 with Arkansas. Give it to me. Yeah. All right, Missouri State at Marshall. Marshall minus 10. Marshall minus 10. Now I want y'all to understand something too. Y'all don't have to bet the point spread, okay? If you're not if you're not experienced at this thing, just bet the game. You don't have to bet the point spread. You don't have to. All right, Houston at Rice. Houston minus 14. Give it to me. All right, West Kentucky at Toledo. I like Toledo. Toledo played very good. West Kentucky is decent as well. But Toledo minus 7. I'll take that. Toledo defense, and they're at home. That Toledo is one of the loudest college stadiums out there. And and it does. The funny thing is, it doesn't seat that many. It seats like 35,000 people, and that stadium is just as loud as a swamp. All right, we got Memphis at Georgia State. 13.5 point difference. Georgia State, they got blister packed last week. I'm taking Memphis minus 13.5. I know Georgia State's at home, but oh well. All right, Tulane at South Alabama. Right now they have Tulane at minus 10.5. Definitely got to go with Tulane. Definitely. Minus 10.5 against South Alabama. Tulane it's a pretty good. They pretty good squad. All right, Ball State again at Auburn. Auburn's giving up 43 points against at home at the crib. It's almost like they put a boost on this game. It's kind of like, we know it's supposed to be 35, but we're gonna bump it up to 43. But after that showing last week, not sure if Auburn will. I think maybe they'll get to 50 and start to let off on the gas. 56 points, 49, 56. So I'm taking Auburn minus 43. Give it to me at home at the crib. Got it. All right, Boston College at Michigan State. I like O'Brien. I like Bill O'Brien. On the road at Michigan State. Michigan State has a good defense. Their head coach just retired a couple of years ago. Man, this is a tough one right here. This might shock people. Give me Boston College plus 4. Give me Boston College plus 4. I'll take it. All right, we got Akron at Nebraska. Nebraska minus 34. Man, I call this guy I don't know if y'all seen the quarterback for Nebraska, but I call him he's Patrick Mahomes 2.0. This guy does everything Patrick Mahomes does, like from his hairstyle to the way he dressed. Hell, even the colors of Nebraska uniforms are somewhat similar, to the Chiefs uniform. So yeah, give me Nebraska minus 34 against Akron. Akron got shut out last week by Wyoming team. They got shut out by Wyoming. So it's not going to get any better this week for them. And the thing about it, at least they had a chance last week because they were at home. They lost 10-0 at home. Now you're on the road in corn country. So yeah, prepare to get your butt whooped again. I want to say the other word, but I won't. All right, final 2 games right here. Stanford at BYU. It's an 18.5 point favorite. Stanford lost to Hawaii. I know that they're in a rebuilding mode and all those things. The Stanford they got like 2 good players. 2 or 3 good players. They're trying their best to keep this thing together. They try to slow the pace of the game. But BYU minus 18.5. BYU they'll probably beat them by 30. All right, last but not least, we have Sam Houston State at Hawaii. Give me Hawaii -7. I like that quarterback. He's very slick. He's a freshman. They're at home. Man, I mean, why not? I mean, yeah. But those are my picks right there. All right, so let's retract. All right, I told you I was gonna give you between 3 and 5 picks, right? My first one is Nebraska. Nebraska -34. Definitely that one. All right, that's one. Let's see. Next one is I'm taking Colorado -24 points. That's another one. Navy -21 against University of Alabama Birmingham, which is UAB, right? Taking that one. We also have let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna give you two more. Kentucky +10 at home. Kentucky +10. And last but not least, for this one, Mississippi State +6 at home. So, as a matter of fact, I mean, I would even parlay Mississippi State and Kentucky, you know, if, you know what I'm saying, I would even parlay those two, you know, for people who, you know what I'm saying, who want to do it, you know. And one more, and I give you another bonus, you know, Baylor +2 against SMU. But I would definitely, Mississippi State and Kentucky, those two things right there, like when I see those two things, like it's like envisioning money signs. You know, that's what it does. All right. So, all right, we got these out the way, got college out. So tonight's game, NFL, we have the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Dallas Cowboys. They have the Eagles at 9-point favorites. You got to take the 9 points with the Eagles. I know Dak is healthy. I know they got a run stuffer now, but they lost Michael Parsons, that pass rush. I think the Eagles are just too strong. They're too powerful. Maybe Dallas makes the game look good for 2 quarters, and then after that, you know, they have no depth. They have no backup. Their starters have to play the entire game. You know, that's why they get hurt a lot. You know, they have to play the whole. They have no, you know, nobody can come in and tag them in. So. But I think they'll hang in there for the first 2 quarters, maybe 3, and then after that, you know, the floodgates are open. So they better hope that they can keep it close for as long as they can. But yeah, give me -9, you know, with the Eagles. Yeah. But like I said, you know, hey, that's the picks for this week's for college football. I will make another video for the NFL tomorrow. So like, share, subscribe. Please share the video. All right. And so that way I can, you know, I like doing this content, you know what I'm saying? But I also want to know that, you know, I'm not doing it for anything. Because I can do this, you know, I can do the picks myself. I can, you know, formulate everything. It's just that I share this with you all. So, you know, help my YouTube channel blow up. You know, help this thing blow up. All right, hey, y'all have a good one. Peace out, man. Have a blessed day.